Fallen Angel is out now, guys. Go stream it, go buy it, go share it to your friends, go sell it to your mother. Go out and fucking listen to it, or I'm gonna find you.
The devil's calling Lucy, the angels falling to fame and fortune agree, all gangs for robbing agree.
What message did you want to send out with this album?
Well, the message that I wanted to send for this album, it sparked back in 2018, last year, when I put out the Road to the Show album, and I felt like once Donald Glover put out that This Is America video, it said something off my mind, like, this is America, this is where we are right now, and it just keeps getting worse, you know what I'm saying? The whole theme of the album is like, we all start off good, you know, angels under God's image, but there's certain triggers around us that, you know, make us fall to our demons, whether it's, you know, relationship issues, whether it's, you know, job, money issues. All that stuff is transparent into today's society, I feel like, and that was a good, you know, spark in my mind to be like, man, this shit is fucked up, and I gotta, you know, I want to address it and put my spin on it as to why, like, everyone's, you know, kind of like falling to their demons. Like, it's just a never end. It's like contagious. Like, we all start off, you know, with this good ideal that we're gonna be good people, but there's always that one root of all evil that kind of drags us all down and makes us, you know, act out of character. So I mean, that's where the Fallen Angel theme came from, and I just felt like it was something that I wanted to get off my chest and address. That, you know, the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. No matter how many people want to sugarcoat it, it's just not. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fucked up world, and that's really the main theme of the album. It's, you know, it's a falling downward spiral. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's powerful.
Yeah.
So tell us about the process making this album. You know, was it hard? Was it easy?
Yeah, the process. Like, I started recording songs for it probably this time last year. I had a couple tracks that were, you know, gave me, you know, some direction to the album and where I wanted to go. And the first song I made was The Way It Is, and that was kind of like, I knew I wanted to have some, you know, heartfelt, somber songs, and then that song was in dedication for, you know, the fallen angels of 9/11, people who put their lives on the line and, you know, lost their lives that day. And that was just about accepting the things you can't change, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens, and shit's gonna continue to happen, but you gotta keep moving forward and move past it and accept it. That's the only way your heart's gonna recover, and you just gotta say, fuck it, man, that's the way it is. You gotta accept your fate and try to work around it, you know, and it's inevitable. Things are gonna happen, no matter how perfect somebody's life seems. No one's life is perfect. Things come out of nowhere, and the world's fucked up. I mean, it's a messed up place, and you gotta embrace it and try to make the most of it, but that's where it kind of like, it stemmed from. I started recording it when I had that song, and then I started making songs geared towards that way, like money issues, you know, how people think in relationships, you know, just how fucked up, you know, people's thoughts can be, and, you know, how God didn't want us to be like that, but at the end of the day, he's letting us be like that. So that's where I'm confused on. That's why I'm saying the song Adam's Apple. I asked the question, if God demands us to be holy, you know, he's making demands for us, but he has the power to control, like, the way we go, you know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of that song was about. And, you know, the other songs kind of coincide with each other, you know what I'm saying? So I recorded a lot. I recorded probably about 5 songs in New York, and I recorded, you know, probably the good majority of them in a recording studio in Florida and Tampa. And it was just, I did it probably 3 tracks at a time. So each track kind of sparked a new thought. All right, I already made a song like this. Let me make another song that's kind of like this, that kind of coincides with the main theme. So whether it's about money, you know, how fucked up women can be, their thoughts. In the song Take Girls, um, and just certain topics that go along with the same theme that I tried to convey. And the recording process, it was easy, but it was hard at the same time. Because there were so many topics that you could touch on with something like this. But then it's like, how many times can you keep saying the same thing? So I felt like I had a good balance of each topic that I wanted to hit on, and I kind of spiced it up enough where it didn't get played out. But that was the main recording process for that. As far
Yeah,
as
absolutely. So what's your favorite song on the album?
Man, my favorite song on the album. That's a good question. It's hard to say. They're all like your kids, you know what I'm saying? Because you put, in the moment, you're making each fucking song and you put your heart and soul into it while you're in there. So while I'm recording it, like, and trying to get the mixes done and everything like that and making sure it's perfect, I probably listen to the fucking song like 100 times, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, like, when I'm done and I'm good with the song and I'm like, all right, let's move on to the next one, that song's already played out in my mind. So I mean, in the moment when I'm making each song, that's my favorite song in the moment. But now that it's all said and done and it's a body of work, I can't really pick a favorite song. I just like listening to the whole thing, like, straight through as a body of work. And it's like a time capsule. Each song, each album you make is supposed to be a representation of where you are in life, and your mindset, and how seasoned you are as an artist, and just your thoughts and where you are at that point in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where that roots from.
And, like you said, it's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
And for some of us that have been rocking the music for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Take us back. How does this album compare to your first album?
Yeah. My first album.
Tell us the story.
So I put out a little EP in 2016. It was summer 2016, and I thought, that thing was the shit. Like, I didn't know like where I was going as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I made like 10 songs, put an album together, and compared to what I'm doing now, it's trash. But at that time, I wasn't experienced. I was also kind of still stuck in my mindset of like, because I played baseball too, and that was one thing, a point in my life where I wanted to just play professional baseball. So I had that in the back of my mind as well. I wasn't full on music yet, so I didn't understand, that this has to consume, everything, your heart and soul, and for you to like put out your best body of work in that moment, you have to be fully engaged in it and fully, I want this and I want this to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I didn't want it to work, it was just back then I didn't know where I was going at that point. But now, compared to now, fuck ton. I figured things out, I feel like, last year. My first album was very raw. Like, my first real studio album I consider Road to the Show. I don't consider my first mixtape that I made, my first album, but Road to the Show was very raw. A lot of people liked it, but there was a lot of criticism for it too. But I feel like I've definitely, learned a lot between my first album and now, even just like production-wise and just lyricism-wise. Like, it's crazy how much you can see yourself progress in a matter of a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely work, but it's fun at the same time because you get to see yourself, progressing in something that you love to express yourself in. Like, you love to show this side of yourself to the world, because normally the way I am in my music, I'm not like that in fucking real life. You know what I'm saying? People, when they hear my music, they're like, oh, that's not fucking you. Like, but it is. It's just not the side of me that they've seen or I let them show to me. That's kind of like my song, The Real Me. It's like you show different faces to each person you encounter in life. You know what I'm saying? So you have a different way you are around your teacher, around your boss, around your best friend, your girlfriend. You have different styles of yourself that you present and perpetrate, and that's what that song was trying to portray. That I have so many different layers inside me that sometimes I don't know how to let them out unless it's in, musical form, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like I progress as an artist. I feel like I'm learning to express myself more and not really give a fuck. You know, when I put out my first album, I gave a fuck too much, I think, about what people thought of it or how I would come across. And now it's just kind of like, I don't give a fuck, but I'm gonna make sure that it sounds good in the way that I like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at right now as far as, you know, maturity-wise as an artist, I would say.
That's dope, man. I mean, you talked about
I look at myself, image through a dirty mirror. Certainly would help if I were thinking clearer, hearing voices and they whisper to get real, you're just a dreamer. They perceive me.
your first album, you like cared a lot about what people think, and like now you've matured and grown in this. How have you handled criticism, and like how has that changed, like from the first album, or like the criticism you may have faced,
Yeah.
versus what you're expecting, or how maybe your mindset has changed?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, you know, when I put out my first album, I would like post certain things and people would be like, oh, this is fucking trash. This is, what the fuck is he doing? He can't stay on beat. But I also had, it was a good balance of like hate and support for like my first one, because I've had fucking people message me, DM me, kids in the fucking hospital going, man, I discovered your music on this ad and I'm in the hospital right now and this shit is getting me through it. Like, shit like that made me think like, wow, like getting comments like that and, you know, DMs like that overpowers 1,000 haters, you know what I'm saying? So like when kids are telling me that my music helps them get through their day, that is enough to get past any type of hate people going. Because I know when people are just fucking, you know, trolling you, trying to hate on you, and you say, oh, this is fucking trash, this is garbage, you know, who the fuck does he think he is? I know that's either an insecurity on their part, or it's fucking, they're either jealous or they're fucking, you know, intimidated by what I'm saying or what I'm portraying in my music, you know what I'm saying? And that they don't have the courage enough to kind of be or go where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So let the haters fucking hate, you know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of funny to me now seeing someone drop a trash can or some shit like that, like, because I know I have enough support where none of that fucking matters, you know what I'm saying? So how I handle the hate now is a lot different when I first put out my mixtape, because I cared what people thought, you know what I'm saying? But now, I make music for myself. I can give a fuck what anybody thinks, you know what I'm saying? I can give a flying fuck what anybody thinks. I make music for myself. I like listening to my own music, and that's really all that matters. When you can express yourself and let yourself out, your outlet, and let yourself be who you're trying to be, and you enjoy that, that's all that fucking matters. Anyone saying, oh, I'm not gonna listen to your music, this is garbage, this is fucking trash, this sucks. Alright, buddy, keep walking, you know what I'm saying? I don't make music for you, I make music for myself. Even of course I make music for my fans, you know, they want to hear the best possible version of myself, but at the end of the day, I'm making music and conforming to what my ear wants to hear, you know what I'm saying? I can give a fuck what anybody thinks, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the main thing I try to think about when I'm getting criticism or hate. I for one, it's fuel, and number two, it's almost like an undercover compliment, you know what I'm saying? Getting hate is an undercover compliment, because who the fuck would, you know, go through their day, scroll through their phone and be like, oh, this is fucking trash, this is garbage. Even if I thought it was trash, I wouldn't stop what I'm fucking doing during my day and take the time to, you know, fucking trash somebody's post. Like, it's stupid, because at the end of the day, if you don't fuck with someone, you're not gonna fuck with them, you're gonna keep scrolling and move on with your day. You're not gonna let it, you know, affect you that much that you gotta write a fucking paragraph about how someone sucks, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got fucking 35 fucking followers, you know, so it's stupid, and I know that in the back of my mind, it's kind of humorous to me, so that's why it really doesn't affect me anymore. So anyone can say whatever the fuck they want to say. I make music for me at the end of the day and the people that really fuck with me, and I'm making an actual difference in their life, and they've told me that I have. So that's what makes that's what really matters to me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Life. Open lights, roll the dice, then we ghost like poltergeist. No advice, hopeless life, bet it all, YOLO, right? People gambling every day, B, you be alright.
Dax, who just recently blew up, and you want to talk to us about working with these
well, yeah, Dax is an interesting cat, man. Like, he's a beast of his own. Like, I don't know how the fuck this motherfucker does it. Like, he's just constantly dropping content, like just doing diss tracks, you know, going on fire in the booth. Like, the dude really amazes me. You know, I could see that in him when he wasn't that big. When I reached out to him when he had like 130K followers or something like that. But I was, you know, he posted something on his story like, "Oh, DM me for features. You know, I'm knocking them out right now." So I was like, "Oh, fuck it. You know, let me reach out to him, DM like how much, you know, whatever for a feature." And motherfucker hit me up right away, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was like the thing that kind of gave me a little jump start, like, oh fuck, you know, like, I can do this. I just gotta, you know, put a little work into it, save up some money, boom, boom, boom. And I got the feature with him, and when I heard that beat for the No Days Off, I'm like, this is such like a motivational, like this beat just gets me pumped to, you know, work out, you know, just knock out everything that I want to do to get to where I want to be. So that's where the idea of No Days Off, and I was following him, and he is just the fucking epitome of No Days Off. So I'm saying, so when I heard No Days Off in my head, I'm like, this is the fucking song. I have to do this song with him, you know what I'm saying? So I did it, we knocked the feature out, you know, and it was dope, you know what I'm saying? So I went hard, you know. The one thing I felt like my tone of voice was just so like in your face, boom, and Dax was like laid back, so I felt like it worked, the mesh between me and him, like the way I just, you know, fucking in your face yelling, rapping, that he's kind of like Mr. Smooth Cat, you know, in the middle. I thought it was good the way it worked out, and it was a good, you know, marketing point for myself, and, you know, gave me a good jump start to my career to gain, you know, some eyes and attention, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, a lot, and then people are going like, oh, everybody got a feature with Dax, like, you know, and he just fucking puts out half-ass fucking verses for, I thought my fucking verse that he did on my song was fucking great, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem with it at all, but apparently, you know, people thought he was, you know, trying to, you know, half-ass verses and charge an extra and shit like that. And then with the I'm Sorry, with the Tori diss and stuff and shit that he did like that, like, all publicity is good publicity in my mind. So I'm saying, Dax, I have the utmost respect for. He just continues to stay on his fucking horse, and no one's gonna knock him off that. And that's respect to the fullest to him, because when you got a lot of people trying to rattle your horse and knock you over, you know, it's hard to, you know, fucking not lose yourself. You know? But he's just, the more people come at him, the more fucking shit it seems like he seems to put out. It seems like he fucking drops a new track every week. It's fucking insane. You know, I'm not at that level yet where I can just drop everything and just go fully, you know, like track and drop that money, because I don't have it like that yet. You know, it's still a grind and it's a process. But I feel like he is someone I will always forever look up to, you know, to do more. Because I feel like he does a lot, but then he does even more to fucking push himself way over that edge. And I don't know how his fucking brain doesn't explode, because he's just constantly posting, doing this, doing that, going there, going, you know, shows, fire in the booth, posting more. Like, it's just fucking, like, it's mind blowing the way he does shit. And it is a really inspiration for me, and that's, I feel like my feature, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, my song that I did with him is probably the best feature song that he's done with, you know, an upcoming artist. Because I feel like No Days Off is the epitome of what he's about, what I'm about. and it's just like it portrays everything of both of our careers, and I feel like it's just it's overall solid. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with Dax. I think that was a very good milestone that I hit to get a big time feature. He's almost at 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big confidence boost for me when I secured that feature with him. And I was trying to get a few features for this album, but it was just the timing and everything. I didn't get everyone that I wanted on the album, so I'm saving it for the future. And I'm working on a project with another project with Wimo to kind of follow up with our Fire Sauce theme. We're gonna put something out at the top of the year, January 2020. It's gonna have another, sauce theme to it. And me and him, we get together and we put out bangers, like quick little EP, 5-6 songs of just, club bangers about, just being in the rap game and everything that goes along with it. So that's kind of like a different spin-off to what I've been working on, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the albums that I've been working on, they kind of have like a deeper meaning and message, whereas when I put out a mixtape with Grimo, it kind of goes a different way as far as like partying and just getting maybe more of a mass to listen to it, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, as far as feature-wise. Definitely looking to get some more features though. It's just a process, but I definitely have a few people that I'm gonna be working on.
Gonna stop till I knock these shots, not gonna competition. Forgot about this contest a minute, was almost not gonna submit it. My schedule was not permitting, but these prizes I'm probably winning. I'm not.
On Instagram, got how many 1,000 plays on Spotify, and so the question is, since you started in 2017, have you come as far as you thought you would, and what should we expect for the future?
Have I come as far as I wanted to? No. But I feel like we all kind of have this thing in our gut that wants us to get more and more, and we're never going to be content as long as we, want more for ourselves. We're never going to really fully be content to where we are at that point in our careers or lives. So I'm happy with the progress, but at the same time, I want more. Not attention, but just more people helping me, going to bat for me, I have fans, but I feel like I need to get people to spread my shit more within, you know what I'm saying? So if I have, a real diehard fan, I need those people, I need you motherfuckers to go and share my shit everywhere. Because people are the driving force that makes the shit run. Like even Dax said it himself when he was in college trying to blow himself up. He would just be DMing people like, "Oh, how's it going?" But not like just spamming people, but like making real life connections with people. You know what I'm saying? So like when you make that real life connection with a person, it's like having a friend. When you have a friend that's a fan, that's very powerful because they can take you a lot further than a label can ever take you. So the label's in it for the money, the fans are in it for you. The label is in it for the money, the fans are in it for you. So when you're independent and you have a solid, strong fan base, I feel like that is unstoppable, because when you have people that go to bat for you, that will do anything like it's their own fucking career to share your shit, that's where you can really, really, really take off. And it's really, really important to, get a solid core fan base, because that is like a label on its own times 10, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I keep, infiltrating within, having people spread, making a closer knit family, that's what Dax calls it, as a family. It's really got to be a strong friends, family, fan base, because that's how you're going to explode and, make tons of money down the road. It's just people who fuck with you that share it to other people that will fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my progress needs to come within. It's the only way I'm going to keep spreading more is if I keep having my solid fan base spread me more. But if they're selfish and they don't share with anybody, it's not really going to, continue to grow. So I need people that will go to bat for me like it's their own fucking career. So I'm saying, so I know that I got to keep reaching out to people, you know, and just making a solid connection with each individual that I want to share my music with, because that's what really matters. And at the end of the day, music is about connecting with people and connecting your soul and relating to each other in this fucking crazy world that we live in, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like I'm at with that.
So, so what do we gotta expect for the future? You got tour dates planned? Just what does the future hold for Johnny Dehn?
The future for Johnny Dehn, I got a lot of shit. Like, I want to keep putting out music videos for the Fallen Angel album, of course. So I'm going to keep dropping music videos like I did for the singles leading up to the album, up until January. Then January, of course, we're going to be putting out the project with Grimo again. So we're hard at work on that, creating a few different tracks and figuring out the pieces of the puzzle. But in the near future, like, I really want to fucking do a tour. I want to go on tour with Grimo. That is my dream. And I'm hoping that the summer of 2020, this upcoming summer, we can be able to pull something off. We just gotta have fucking people, you guys, the fans, show up for us. We need, you know, we need support. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't have people that support us. It's going to be hard to fund a tour and really move forward. So we're going to be really pressing and trying to save up to fund a tour for this summer. We want to hit, you know, we want to go out, we want to do a world tour. So we're trying to, you know, hit up anywhere. We're going to look at the analytics to see where we're trending and popping like that. But we want to make a splash going into 2020, you know what I'm saying? So probably maybe a few closing shows at the end of the year. And I'm also trying to like build up my brand as far as like merchandise too. Like I definitely want to team up with, you know, you guys are putting out a new clothing brand, Culture 7. I want to be a part of that. That's something I'm definitely interested in, is sharing my brand with helping another brand, you know, seed off and become something of their own. I think that's a dope idea. And I'm going to be putting out maybe like little merchandise things. Maybe I'm going to be dropping like a fire sauce, like AirPods type of thing, and, you know, really promoting it on my page and trying to just brand myself in little ways that can, you know, be a selling point and really enhance my brand, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that, you know, I really just keep pushing the brand. That's my main goal right now, is just, who is Johnny Dehn? You know, don't ever hide negativity. Don't ever hide negativity is my acronym for my name, DEHN, don't ever hide negativity. And that's the brand, you know, that very goes well with my album too, Fallen Angel. It's just about not hiding anything that's buried within inside you, releasing that negativity, the negative energy, and, you know, turning it into something positive. You know, that's my main goal as an artist, of course. But projects coming up, definitely another small album with Grimo in January. And then we really want to get on fucking tour, you know. And also, I have this crazy idea in mind. I want to get into movies and, you know, because I feel like I can portray different characters that would be, you know, kind of cool with a soundtrack if I did something like that. So I want to try and maybe work something out within, probably by 2022 timeframe. Maybe work on like my own type of movie and submit it to Netflix or something like that with a soundtrack. So that's kind of like a long-term goal for me. But short-term, you know, just small projects and just continue to put out music videos and keep driving my brand as an artist. That's really my main goal right now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, I want to thank you too, because you've been there for me too, like as far as the production wise and, like, you know, helping me out and really being there for me as a friend and, you know, business wise. It's just, you know, it's tough business we're both in, you know what I'm saying? So we're trying to make our brands and push our business, but, you know, it's really, when you're up and coming and you're struggling and you're working another job, it's not easy. You really need a team, you know, to really support you and be there for you. So that's why I'm in love with this idea of, you know, Culture 7 and just getting a whole bunch of team network, you know, to really have whole bunch of brands push one brand. I love that idea. So I want to thank you too, bro. So
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
yeah.